We have another question from one of our customers, and I think is a very, very important question. Although we cover the answer to this question in how not to perform the the tightening using plasma, we'll actually talk about it again. Now, in this, so what I'll read the question here in a second. But basically, there are some videos where they put the dots inside the lines instead in between. Now, there's one thing to say about that. I'll just the reason for it. If you watch these videos, you will not see the true results. You will not. If you ask who are these people, you will not actually get the answer. We can get you the answer for most of our case studies. We can, but I'll show you what happens because this is actually these videos have caused some problems. Thank God we were in the source of it. See whether I can actually show you. This is what happens. You place the dots inside the lines, and instead of these wrinkles looking better, they look worse. I mean, you have no happy bunnies there as customers. You can try it. We strongly advise you not to try it, neither at home nor in your practice, for you're gonna get very likely very unhappy people because instead of getting them better, getting them worse. That is the sort of problem you're going to get. So I'll read the question here. Hi Andreas, I have watched more than 100 videos. Many of the doctors and qualified therapists are applying the dots inside the wrinkle lines and not outside. Now try it for yourself and see the results. I would say make sure that the guys are not going to sue you after. If they're paying clients, you're maybe going to start getting lawsuits after that. And the results seem to be remarkable. These are the results, the actual results that you're seeing once you try that. And please, I mean, I'd say if you try it, do it at your own risk. This is the sort of problems you get. And we got it over and over again. We've got more pictures on our WhatsApp, on other devices, people using other devices doing this sort of thing. So we've seen it over and over again. But maybe because of this information that we published, we haven't actually got people getting these complaints. And very close. Okay, now I would suggest do not do this. I'll just read here. There's procedure for lifting incredibly different from what we do. Very close spots, very specific lines into jaw lift. Now, we have tried everything and anything, and what we do is, this is one of the reasons why when we go and do the treatments, we make sure we collect all the results and we're going to publish them in case studies. So, if there's something that we are doing wrong, we're going to tell you immediately. Say, for example, the high intensity treatment for eyelid tightening. We had increased the intensity of the treatment up until hitting the point where something was wrong. So, and we told you about it. We made the videos. We make them available for everyone to watch them. And since then, we hadn't had any issues. Everyone is extremely happy. Anyone who has actually used our devices or and of course has got our certificate because they have to go through the online tests, and we actually talk about it in the online tests. I haven't had any issues. So you may, I mean, we've tried and tested as much as possible. We've just pushed the treatments to the limit, and we've seen what goes wrong when you push it to the limit. And this particular thing here is roughly pushing it to the limit. Says actually the dots are put in line. They're too close to each other. Is a hit and miss. You may get good results, you may not, but you're increasing the risks. So I would say, especially at the beginning, no, especially at the beginning. But then on the face, never on the upper eyelids or maybe not the lower eyelids. On the face, just increase the intensity slightly as you go along, but as you increase intensity by decreasing the distance between the spots, the spot duration, the arc duration, and so on, you may incur in other issues. So hopefully that clarifies it. So I want to emphasize it again, not once and for all, but again. This, should again this, no, absolutely not, because what you get is worsening of the lines. You get these sort of things, and we've seen it over and over and over and over again. People actually said, well, the customers get in touch with us and saying, well, we had this treatment done. And we said, well, what device was used? And we got other brands. So this is why we publish everything, not only to educate people, but because we know what we're saying is right. If we weren't, we'll actually get a big backlash. Don't do it this way. Absolutely not. If you want to try, do it at your own risk, and you'll see, because we are actually seeing the consequences. Very likely you're going to get unhappy bunnies. And once again, I'm just going to show you again. You're likely to, if you put the dots inside the wrinkles, you're very likely to get this particular type of result. You're actually making them as atrophic scars, and go and solve this is going to be a bit of a nightmare, because they come to you to have these lines bettered, and you make them into an atrophic scar by putting the dots, digging those wrinkles. No, don't do it. If you don't believe me, anyone who's watching this video, go try it. Get the consequences at your own expense, and if you dare, let us know. So, no, absolutely not.